Once upon a time, there was a little girl, and they called her Little Red Riding Hood because wherever she went, she wore a little red cape and a little red hood. And they just called her Little Red Riding Hood. And one day her mama said, "Red, come here, Red." "Yes, Mama, what do you want?" "I want you to take a basket of goodies over to your grandma. She's not feeling very well. Will you please do that?" "Oh, yes, Grandma, Mama, I would be happy to do that." So little Red began to leave, and as she left, her mama said, "Now, Red, remember, don't talk to any strangers in the forest as you go on your way." "Oh, okay, Mommy, I won't." And Little Red Riding Hood went skipping off to her grandma's house. Well, she hadn't gone very far before a wolf came up to her, and the wolf said, "Hello there, little girl. Where are you going?" "Oh, I am going to my grandma's house." "Well, what are you doing with that basket of goodies?" "Oh, I'm taking it to my grandma because she's sick." Said the wolf. "Where does your grandma live?" "Oh, just over the woods and through the over the bridge, and she has a little cottage right over there." "Oh," said the wolf. "Thank you. Have a nice day, little girl." "Oh, I will," said Red Riding Hood. And as Red Riding Hood went a little bit further, she saw some beautiful little yellow flowers, and she decided that she would pick them and take them to her grandma. So she picked the yellow flowers and went to the grandma's house. Now, as she was going to the grandma's house, the big bad wolf ran really, really fast, and he got to the grandma's house first, and he knocked on the grandma's door, and he said, "Grandma, Grandma, are you in there?" "Oh, yes," said the grandma. And he said, "Oh, I better disguise my voice and make it sound like Red Riding Hood's voice." "Well, Grandma, I have a basket of goodies for you." "Oh, you sweet little thing. Just turn the knob and lift the latch and come right in." "Okay, Grandma." So the big bad wolf walked right into the grandma's house. Well, when the grandma saw the big bad wolf, she said, "Oh, Little Red Riding Hood, you've changed so much. Where did you get those great big eyes?" "Oh, all the better to see you, Grandma." "Oh, Little Red Riding Hood, where did you get those great big ears?" "Oh, all the better to hear you with, Grandma." "But Red Riding Hood, where did you get those great big teeth?" "All the better to eat you up, Grandma." And the big bad wolf jumped at the grandma with his big teeth, and he gobbled her up. Num, 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 num. Well, just about that time, the real Little Red Riding Hood came and knocked on the door. But the wolf put on the grandma's clothes, then pretended to be the grandma, put on her nightgown and her nightcap. He thought he looked just like the grandma. And when Little Red Riding Hood came to the door, she said, "Grandma, it's Little Red Riding Hood." "Oh, very good, my dear. Just open the latch and turn the knob and walk right in." "Okay, Grandma." So Little Red Riding Hood went right in the house where the big bad wolf was pretending to be the grandma. And Little Red Riding Hood said, "Grandma, you look kind of funny today. You must be very sick. Look at how big your ears are." "Oh, all the better to hear you. You know, I can't hear very good these days." "Oh," said Little Red Riding Hood. "But, Grandma, what big eyes you have." "Oh, all the better to see you with. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm glad my eyes are big and I can see you." "Oh," said Little Red Riding Hood. "But, Grandma, what big teeth you have." "All the better to gobble those goodies up." And he grabbed the goodies from Little Red Riding Hood, and he was about to eat her up. And she ran around the room and around the room and around the room. She said, "You're not my grandma. You're a big bad wolf. Help! Help! Help!" Well, it just so happened that the woodsman was right nearby with his big axe, and he heard Little Red Riding Hood calling, "Help! Help!" And he ran right into the cottage and said, "What's the matter, little girl?" She said, "The big bad wolf is chasing me, and I think he's done something with my grandma." Said the woodsman. He took his hatchet and he cut off the little wolf's head and cut down his tummy, and out popped the grandma. just as good as new. She wasn't hurt at all. And the grandma said, "Oh, Mr. Woodman, you saved us. Will you please stay and have some cookies with us?" "Oh, yes," said the woodman. So Little Red Riding Hood and the grandma and the woodsman all sat down and had cupcakes and lemonade that me and my mommy made. And it turned out to be a happy day after all. And that is the end.